Well, I like those, but I don't like there's a certain kind I like, the chalky ones.
Yes.
I'm heartbroken.
Never miss an episode of The Five. We'll be back here on Monday. Special report is up next. Hey, Brett.
I like the chalky ones, too. Thanks, Dana. This is a Fox News alert. I'm Brett Baer. The partial government shutdown appears to be almost over. President Trump announced a 3-week deal this afternoon. Congress is already at this hour working on legislation passing both chambers. We have Fox team coverage tonight, Mike Emanuel on Capitol Hill, to tell us where the funding process is at this very moment. But we start with Chief White House correspondent John Roberts and the president pulling the plug after 5 full weeks of the shutdown with no money for his border wall. Good evening, John.
Brett, good evening to you. Reaction from Republicans to the president's deal is mixed. Some are applauding the move. Others believe the president caved. But the bottom line tonight, the president comes away from the shutdown with little more than he had going into it. Political pressure that had been building for weeks hit the breaking point this morning when federal workers missed a second paycheck and LaGuardia Airport halted flights because of an air traffic control shortage. Within hours, President Trump was in the Rose Garden announcing the government would soon be fully open again, albeit temporarily.
In a short while, I will sign a bill to open our government for 3 weeks until February 15th. I will make sure that all employees receive their back pay very quickly or as soon as possible. It'll happen fast.
Negotiations between the president and congressional leadership kicked into high gear yesterday. But after insisting that any deal to reopen government had to include money for a border wall, the one the president took gave him nothing except a pledge from Democrats to try to reach an agreement.
The president has agreed to our request to open the government and then debate border security.
The White House insists it has strong signals from large numbers of Democrats that they are willing to give some funding for a border barrier, likely not $5.7 billion. But the House Speaker is on record as saying the president's getting nothing.
No, I have been very clear on the wall.
President Trump made it clear if he doesn't get what he wants in the next 3 weeks, the nation could be right back where we started.
If we don't get a fair deal from Congress, the government will either shut down on February 15th again, or I will use the powers afforded to me under the laws and the Constitution of the United States to address this emergency.
The Office of Management and Budget has identified billions of dollars that could be redirected toward construction of a wall. But an emergency declaration would be immediately challenged in the courts, leaving the president with no options.